Hello and welcome to Smart with Points. I'm Jack, your guide through the wonderful world of miles and points. Now, I don't want to alarm you, but if you've been hoarding Avios like a dragon sitting on treasure, it might be time to actually use some of them. I know, radical concept, but trust me, today's topic might just convince you. We're diving into Iberia's Black Friday Avios sale, which is offering up to 60% off award flights. Yes, you heard that right, 60%. And no, I haven't been at the airport lounge champagne before recording. This is actually happening. So grab a cup of tea, settle in, and let's explore what might be one of the best Avios redemption opportunities we've seen in quite some time. The Spanish flag carrier Iberia is running what might be their most generous promotion in recent memory. From the 22nd of November through to the 2nd of December 2025, they're offering up to 60% off award redemptions across their network. And here's the kicker. This appears to be available to all Iberia Plus members, not just targeted individuals like we've seen with some previous offers. So if you've got an Iberia Plus account, you're in. Let's talk about the key details you need to know. The booking window runs from the 22nd of November to the 2nd of December 2025. That means you've only got a few days left to take advantage of this, so pay attention. Travel dates run from the 22nd of November 2025 all the way through to the 25th of March 2026, which gives you a decent window to plan around. The discount varies by route, with up to 60% off Avios redemptions. The sale covers Iberia, Iberia Express, and Iberia Regional Air Nostrum flights. However, it's worth noting that Vueling, Level, and the Madrid Air Shuttle aren't included. Now, taxes and fees are excluded from the discount, but here's the good news. Iberia's surcharges tend to be considerably lower than British Airways anyway, so this shouldn't dampen your enthusiasm too much. Let me break down where UK-based points collectors can find the best value, because there are some genuinely eyebrow-raising prices available here. First up, let's look at London to Madrid. The London to Madrid route receives a 30% discount under this sale. In basic economy, you're looking at just 4,550 Avios one way, down from the normal 6,500 Avios. In business class, it's 11,550 Avios one way, compared to the usual 16,500 Avios. Add approximately €34 in taxes for European flights, and you're looking at a genuinely cheap weekend in Madrid. At these prices, it's hard to argue against burning some points for a quick city break. Now this is where things get really interesting. Long-haul economy. This is where the sale really shines. Long-haul economy flights from Madrid to the Americas are discounted by 60%, bringing some routes down to just 6,400 Avios one way during off-peak periods. We're talking flights to destinations like New York, Chicago, Boston, and Miami from Madrid at these levels. For UK travellers, this means positioning to Madrid, either on a separate ticket or using the discounted short-haul redemption, and then continuing onwards. Yes, it adds a bit of complexity to your journey, but 6,400 Avios for a transatlantic flight is genuinely remarkable value. South American routes are equally compelling, with flights to Chile coming in at around 9,600 Avios in economy. That's exceptional. Now let's talk about long-haul business class, because this is where I think the real sweet spot lies. Business class receives a 30% discount on long-haul routes. This brings transatlantic business class down to around 28,350 Avios one way, plus approximately €140 in taxes. That's exceptional value for crossing the Atlantic in a lie-flat seat. European business class flights from Spain are available for just 6,600 Avios, plus around €34 in taxes per direction. That's exceptionally cheap for a lie-flat seat on Iberia's wide-body aircraft between Madrid and other European capitals. So how do you actually book these deals? You'll need to book through Iberia's website while logged into your Iberia Plus account. The discounted prices should appear automatically when you search for award flights. But here's a word of warning, and I speak from experience here. Iberia's website is notoriously temperamental. If you're getting errors or not seeing the discounted rates, try refreshing, clearing your cache, or attempting the search at a different time. persistence tends to pay off. Sometimes you just need to coax it along a bit. If you don't have Avios in your Iberia Plus account, you can transfer them instantly from British Airways, Qatar Airways, or Finnair via the combined My Avios platform. UK Amex card holders can also transfer membership rewards points to Iberia at a 1-to-1 ratio, though these transfers can take a few days to process, so don't leave it until the last minute. Now, before you get too excited and start booking everything in sight, there's something important you need to know about Iberia's economy redemptions. This is what I'm calling the basic fare trap, and it's a significant change that Iberia quietly introduced earlier this year. The cheapest basic economy redemptions now come with some significant restrictions. First, there's no checked baggage included. You'll need to pay extra or rely on status benefits. Second, they're non-refundable. You can change dates for €25, but full cancellations aren't permitted. And third, there's no seat selection unless you pay extra. This mirrors the basic cash fares that budget carriers have popularised, and it's a departure from the traditional flexibility we've come to expect from Avios redemptions. It's worth being aware of this before you book. For UK travellers, there's a potential workaround. If you book Iberia flights through BA.com rather than Iberia's website, you may find more flexibility, though you won't see these sale prices. It's a trade-off worth considering if flexibility matters more to you than the discount. The good news? If you hold British Airways Silver or Gold status, or equivalent One World status, you should still receive your free checked baggage allowance, even on basic redemptions. So if you've got status, you're in a better position. Let's talk about getting Avios into your Iberia account if you don't have any there already. The easiest way to fund this sale is by transferring Avios you already have. The Combine My Avios platform allows instant transfers between British Airways, Qatar Airways, Iberia, Finnair, and Aer Lingus accounts. It's really straightforward. Alternatively, UK-based Amex cardholders can transfer membership rewards to Iberia. If you hold the Amex Gold or Platinum, this is a straightforward option. Just bear in mind that transfers typically take 24 to 48 hours, so don't wait until the last day of the sale. If you're looking to top up your balance, check out our Avios Balance Booster calculator on the website to compare whether it's cheaper to buy Avios through BA, Qatar Airways, or Finnair. Sometimes buying can make sense, particularly during sales like this. So the big question, is this sale actually worth it? In short, yes, if you can make the dates work. Iberia already offers some of the best value Avios redemptions in the One World Alliance, particularly for long-haul business class. Their low fuel surcharges make them significantly cheaper than equivalent BA redemptions, and the 1-2-1 business class configuration on their A330S and A350S means every passenger gets direct aisle access. It's a great product. With an additional 30 to 60% off, the value proposition becomes even more compelling. Just be realistic about the restrictions on basic fares if you're booking economy, and make sure you're comfortable with the non-refundable nature of these tickets before committing. For those planning travel to Spain, the Americas, or looking to position for onward travel from Madrid, this sale represents genuine opportunity. The travel window through March 2026 covers the quieter winter months, which is ideal for those who can travel outside of school holidays. Here's my take on all of this. I've been keeping an eye on Iberia's promotions for a while now, and this is genuinely one of the better sales they've run. The combination of deep discounts across both short and long-haul routes, plus the extended booking and travel windows, makes this more useful than some of the flash sales we've seen in the past. That said, I'd urge caution on the basic economy redemptions. The lack of baggage and refund flexibility is a significant departure from what we're used to with Avios, and it's worth considering whether the discount justifies these restrictions for your particular trip. Really think about whether you need that flexibility before booking. For business class redemptions, however, this is a no-brainer if you have availability and dates that work. 28,350 Avios for transatlantic business class is exceptional value, and even at full price, Iberia Business Class represents one of the best uses of Avios in the One World ecosystem. The booking window closes on the 2nd of December, so you've got just a few days to make this work. I'd recommend getting on the Iberia website sooner rather than later to check availability for your dates. And remember, patience with their website is key. If it's being difficult, take a breath, try again, and it will likely work. That wraps up today's episode on Iberia's Black Friday Avios sale. I hope this has given you some useful information and perhaps inspired you to finally use some of those Avios you've been saving. Remember, points are only valuable when you actually use them for experiences you'll enjoy. Thank you so much for listening to Smart with Points. If you've enjoyed this episode, please do subscribe to the podcast on all major platforms, or head over to our website at smartwithpoints.co.uk for more tips, tools, and strategies for maximising your miles and points. Before you go, I have one final message for you. Looking for the best award flights? Use awardtravelfinder.com to search availability across Qatar Airways, British Airways, Cathay Pacific, and more. Try it for free with our link in the show notes.